some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Simon. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Abrams. At the 20, he's got space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football, and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll run it from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Chavez. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Chavez. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Gator! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll go to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Jackson will throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. With the catch, it's McCutcheon. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grab behind the line. It's Simon. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights.
Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Man, the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Still looking on the move. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets the back moving. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Jackson will throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Goff. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants to take the top off. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're testing the right side here. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Makes the grab. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch you, big fella.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
He's got it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Come the Horns, they've got it again on offense. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
That's caught. It's Chavez. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Gator. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still hold on the ground to cover and pick up the first. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
'Jackson will throw. The short hands, it's gone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Working his way on the return up. .40-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Roper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
They punt it away on 4th down. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Jackson gonna throw it. Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Abrams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Scott. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators look to keep this drive humming.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Jackson will throw. Got the back over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Running into the open space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Puts it out of the air. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Gilliam. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Goff.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Abrams. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep
and don't let any...
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they
brings it to the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's